Welcome to my channel, IIT Foundation in Maths for 6th class students. Geometry. Today we will solve the problems on concept application. The first problem, the two sides of an isosceles triangle are 6 centimeters and 12 centimeters. Find the perimeter of the triangle in centimeters. The two sides of an isosceles triangle are given as 6 and 12. First we have to find out the measure of the third side. Then the sum of the three sides of the triangle gives the perimeter of the triangle. So as it is an isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. Therefore, the third side may be 6 centimeters or 12 centimeters because two sides are 6 and 12. Therefore, third side 6 centimeters then two sides are equal and it is an isosceles. If it is 6, 12 and 12, these two sides are equal and it is an isosceles triangle. Therefore, there are two chances for the third side. It may be 6 or 12. Let us verify. Sum of these two sides is equal to 12. But the rule is sum of the two sides of a triangle must be greater than the third side. Therefore, this set of measures are not possible. So for this, the sum of the two sides, 12 plus 6, 18 is greater than 12. Or 6 plus 12, 18 is greater than 12. 12 plus 12, 24 is greater than 6. Therefore, the third side is 12 centimeters. The third side is 12 centimeters. Therefore, the measures of the three sides of the triangle are 6 centimeters, 12 centimeters and 12 centimeters. Therefore, perimeter is equal to 6 plus 12 plus 12. That is equal to 6 plus 12, 18. 18 plus 12, 19, 20, 30. 30 centimeters. Therefore, option B, 30 centimeters is correct. Next, second problem. Which of the following cannot be measures of an isosceles triangle? First one, angle A is equal to 50 degrees and angle B is equal to 18 degrees. In an isosceles triangle, two sides are equal and the opposite angles are also equal. The angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. Therefore, in the first option, angle A is equal to 50, B is equal to 80 and angle C is equal to 180 minus 50 plus 80. That is equal to 180 minus 50 plus 80, 130, which is equal to 50. So, 50, 80 and 50. Two angles are equal. Therefore, it is an isosceles triangle. It can be measures of an isosceles triangle. Next one, 65 and 50. 65 plus 50 is equal to 115. Therefore, angle C is equal to the third side, 180 minus 115, which is equal to 65. Therefore, 65, 50 and 65. These three measures can form an isosceles triangle. So, these two measures can form an isosceles triangle and these two measures also can form an isosceles triangle. Next, angle A is equal to 60, B is equal to 70. Then angle C is equal to 180 minus 60 plus 70. That is equal to 180 minus 60 plus 70, 130. That is equal to 50 degrees. Therefore, angle C is equal to 50, A 60, 70. Therefore, these two measures cannot be for an isosceles triangle. Cannot be the measures of an isosceles triangle. Therefore, this is the correct option for the question. Which of the following cannot be the measures of an isosceles triangle? Therefore, these two cannot be the measures of an isosceles triangle. So, all the above, it is also a wrong option. So, option C is correct. Whose angle is 90 degrees. Therefore, perimeter is 1/4 of the circumference, that is 1 by 4 into 2 pi r. Circumference 2 pi r and 1/4 of the circumference is this length of this arc plus radius and this is also another radius. So perimeter of the quadrant, perimeter of the quadrant is equal to 1/4 into 2 pi r plus r, 2r. So this by 39. So this is r, 7, 3, 10, 15. These two are divisible by 3. 3 13s, 3 1s, 3 2 6, 3 5s, 12.5 by 13. So 13, 12.5. Of the 1/4 of the circumference of the circle. 1/4 of the circumference of the circle plus 2r. Therefore, taking 2r common from these two, 2r into pi by 4 plus 1. In the left side, perimeter of the quadrant is given as 37.5. So 2r is equal to, therefore 2r is equal to 37.5 divided by, we will simplify this here only, 2r into pi, 22 by 7, 4 is already there, plus 1. So this is equal to 7 4s 28. Therefore 22 plus 28 by 28. That is 22 plus 28, 22 plus 28, 50. This is equal to 2r into 50 by 28. Therefore 2r is equal to 37.5 into 28 by 50. 2r is equal to r is equal to 37.5 into 28 by 50 divided by 2. So 2 1s, 2 14s. Therefore r is equal to 37.5 into 14 by 50. Let it be like that only. Next, area of the circle. Area of the circle is equal to pi r square, which is equal to 22 by 7 into r square. R square 37.5 into 14 by 50 square. So this is 22 by 7 into 37.5 into 14 by 50. Again 37.5 into 14 by 50. So simplifying, 7 1s, 7 2s. 22 2s, 44 into 5 10s, 5 7s, 35, 5 5s, 25, 7.5. So 5 10s, 5 7.5s. So 44 into 7.5 whole square into 14 by 100. So 75 whole square, that is equal to 5 2s, 5 15s, 75. Therefore 2 gets cancelled. and here 5 twos, 5, 1.5s, 2 sevens. So this is equal to 22 into 7. 7 twos 14, 7 twos 14 plus 1, 15 into 1.5 into 1.5. So 15 15, so 225. 154 into 2.25. That is equal to 154 twice is 308. 154 into 0.25, that is 1/4. 1/4 means 4 3s 12, 3 4, 4 4 8s 32, 2045s. So this is 1/4 of 154 is 38.5. So 38.5, 16, 4, 346, 346.5. Therefore, option A is correct, 346.5. So here you have to simplify it carefully. 154 into 2.25. You need not multiply by 3 of these numbers. 154 twos, 308. 154 into 0.25. 0.25 means 1/4. 1/4 of 154 is 38.5. Therefore, adding these two, we get 346.5. Therefore, product of these two is 346.5, which is the area of the circle. Therefore, first option is correct.